We have some incredibly exciting things taking place for ADA right now. Some things that we have not seen since November, that we had not seen since February into March of 2024. And what this is actually showing us is that we are, in fact, mimicking what we did last market cycle. And that means that we have a lot of excitement ahead of us because, guys, we are halfway there. And I want to tell you guys exactly what I mean here. So if you are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So first of all, I want to reference this post from djed. And what it said is Cardano will rocket to $2, then $10 soon. And why I'm referencing this is there is a certain progression that is likely to happen in terms of ADA. And it's kind of funny because I do occasionally get some crap talkers on the channel here. I had somebody saying that, I do clickbait and that I said that we're going to go to $10 soon. Nope, not me. I understand that some of these things may take just a little bit of time as we cut through some resistance, but there are things that can in fact accelerate. And when we talk about $2 ADA, that is kind of the next place where we stop. If you guys remember our big long breakout trend that we were talking about, the exact thing that we did last market cycle, we're playing into right now, and we're waiting for that third test. And coincidentally enough, that third test, guys, is up at about $2. That is probably the next place that ADA is going to at least try to break through before it makes a bigger extension. And maybe $10 is that number. Maybe it's not. Right? We obviously talked about that just the other day. There are both bearish and bullish projections for this market cycle. It's a question of which path do we follow. But what I really wanted to reference is that in terms of the ADA BTC chart, we're about halfway there, about halfway to the breakout that leads us to this big extension. Okay. And again, looking back, this is exactly what we did here last market cycle. The fact that ADA is continuing to do what it did last time is just one of the wildest things in crypto, right? These things tend to mimic themselves. They seem somewhat similar. They're not exactly the same, but we are right now doing what we did last time. And fundamentally, everything is happening exactly as it did last time as well. Something I also wanted to reference, ADA dominance, doing what it did last time, right? This is why I put this chart on here. We're very much following this to a T. Could this mean that, by late August, we're at 2.4% dominance in the crypto market? It's definitely possible. I'm not saying it's completely ruled out or anything like that. Just since obviously the last part of June, we've seen a 33% dominance rise in terms of ADA. That's a pretty big deal. It's one of the more aggressive movers in terms of dominance in the crypto market. We're talking about an asset that, yes, is performing along the lines of some of the ones that are lower, below it in terms of market cap. But right now, guys, it's a $31 billion market cap. If it moves 10%, we gain $3 billion in market cap. That's a pretty damn big deal if you really think about it. Something I wanted to reference here as well is we are actually seeing ADA be in the top 10 in terms of most viewed cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap, which I think is a pretty big deal. There are some lower cap ones that have snuck into here. Manu, I really like Manu. I have some of that. Epic Chain actually doing some incredible things. I'm going to be talking actually about Epic Chain in a video tomorrow, so just be prepared for that, guys. But as far as fundamentals, what we're seeing right now is a very long extended period of heightened optics for ADA. So this has actually been taking place basically since the week of July 9th. So for almost 2 weeks now, we've seen ADA optics rising and being quite high. What we've also seen now is one of the longest periods of heightened exchange app downloads we have seen since November and since February into March of 2024. So right now, not only are we doing things right from a chart standpoint, we're doing things right from a fundamental standpoint, we're doing things right from an optics standpoint. And if you guys have followed me here on the channel for a while, we've talked about all these things need to work together to create, one, a big breakout ahead of us, but two, to actually trigger adoption. The big thing that we've been lacking in this market cycle. We haven't had all the right things working quite right? We've dealt with a lot of negative events, a lot of uncertainty in the crypto market. It's why a lot of these pumps that we've had, they've just been stopped and dropped, right? That's what most of 2025 has been. And I think we can all agree that this is obviously a very obvious correction in the crypto market that's taking place. It's a very obvious pivot. Again, higher high for ADA is a great sign. We're actually almost building, I wonder if we're going to do this. We're almost building a big cup and handle. I could see us getting up to, this range here, maybe a little drop, and then kind of like that. maybe we'll look back on that like a month or two from now and just see if that did end up playing out or not. But we're very close to obviously breaching this longer term trend. Right now, guys, we might face a little bit of resistance up around, 97, 96 cents, somewhere in there. But apart from that, we have thin liquidity. There's still so much conviction in terms of ADA holders. There's not a crazy amount of people that are willing to unload at this point. I'm not saying don't take profits. You do you. Do whatever you like. There's nothing wrong with securing gains, guys. But I will say that everything is just kind of forming perfectly in the market for us to see this next extension, this next breakout that we've been waiting for. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.